Hey guys, and welcome to
Wrestlemania.
So here we are. We've got the final WrestleMania 32 card. We are, at the time of recording this, 1 day away. Obviously I'll be doing a big review video, so watch out for that. I'll be live tweeting all throughout it. Of course I will. So yeah, let's see what comes out of all of this. But what I wanted to do was I've been doing individual videos for all of these matches. So go back, watch them. I'll tell you who I want to win, who I think will win, what it'll mean for the future. I didn't want to go into that length of detail in this video. I just want to have this as if you only watch one video before WrestleMania 32, watch this one, because I'm going to go through every match. I'm going to tell you who I want to win, just quickly the reasons as to why. So let's start off with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is going to see 20, I think it's 20, it's either 20 or 30, but I think it's 20 competitors in the ring, and they all get thrown over the top rope. They try and throw each other over the top rope. Last person standing is the winner. They get a trophy. This is the third year that they're going to have run this match, and first year Cesaro won it, second year Big Show won it, this year Braun Strowman wins it. Braun Strowman was originally going to be facing the Undertaker. They didn't feel confident that match was going to draw what they wanted it to, and so as a result plans were changed, but his push is still going to come. I have read recently that they're calling on him even more, but in truth, what does winning this Andre the Giant Memorial actually mean? It doesn't really mean anything. So for that reason, I would give it to, or I expect them to give it to Braun Strowman. I would give it to Tyler Breeze. I think Tyler Breeze has been booked horrifically since being called up from NXT. I think he deserves something, and even though this isn't the greatest of prizes, it is still a prize. It will still be a WrestleMania moment for him, and I just think how he's been booked has been terrible. I would much rather see him win it than the likes of Mark Henry or R-Truth or Goldust, or one of those kind of guys. I just think that you've got a guy here who has really put the work in down at NXT, and he deserves something for that. Certainly because when he got called up, he's just had one feud and then been forgotten. So for me, I'd love to see Tyler Breeze win it. Realistically, Braun Strowman. Next match, we've got New Day going up against League of Nations. Not really fussed by this because we've seen it several times before. It is a handicap match. Don't believe it to be for the tag team titles. So I think League of Nations win. I think New Day are going to come out on like flying unicorns. It's going to be epic entrance. But I think the League of Nations have kind of come on the losing side quite a few times in this. If it's not for the titles, then League of Nations could win, and it could be a really cool spot, a really good moment for The Rock to come down and even those numbers up, making it 4-on-4. That would make a lot of sense. If it is for the titles, which at the moment doesn't appear to be, then well, New Day retain again. But we've seen New Day beat League of Nations quite a few times, even in like singles matches. So it just doesn't make sense. But I just don't see the tag titles changing hands. So yeah, if it is for the titles, New Day win. If it isn't, League of Nations win. Next, we've got AJ Styles against Jericho. Again, this is a match we've seen several times before. There's no doubt as to which way this needs to go. AJ Styles needs to win. He really needs to put this feud to bed. They always have great matches. That's not the problem. It's just that in the very short space of time he's been on the roster, this is all we've seen. So I hope AJ Styles wins. I hope then Jericho's attention gets taken somewhere else, because it just seems like Jericho can't move past AJ Styles. It's Jericho that keeps coming back to this feud. So hopefully Styles wins in emphatic fashion, and this feud then finishes. Next, Kalisto against Ryback. easy. Kalisto wins. There's no reason for Ryback to win the US title. I think Kalisto is much more entertaining in the ring. I think he can have a variety of different matches. He can have quick matches. He can go up against strong guys like in this match. It'd just be interesting to explore his potential. Unfortunately, I think Ryback's potential has been explored and it has been found to be limited. So keep the belt on Kalisto, and I just think that's what they'll do. Next, we got Total Divas or Team Divas going up against Team Bad and Blonde. It really doesn't matter who wins this. Who I want to win this are Team Bad and Blonde, just because I can't bear to cheer for Eva Marie. Who I think will win it, I think Total Divas will win it. I think they'll use it to give a push to that show. You know, it's a good advert for that show. So I think Total Divas win this one, but I'll be cheering for Team Bad and Blonde. The Usos against the Dudley Boyz. I think the Dudleys will win this, and I hope the Dudleys win this just because I think there needs to be a big heel tag team. Dudleys can do that. They're one of the most decorated tag teams of all time, and they should win this. I don't hate the Usos, but they're not for me. They're not for me. So yeah, Dudley Boyz. Next, we've got the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This is going to see 7 guys competing to climb the ladder and get the belt. So you've got Sin Cara, you've got Dolph Ziggler, you've got The Miz, you've got Stardust, you've got Kevin Owens, you've got Sami Zayn, and you've got Zack Ryder. In this match, I'll be cheering for either Owens or Sami Zayn. I think they'll go Sami Zayn. I think Zayn deserves it, and it'll be interesting to see what he can do with the title run. Had it not been for his injury last year, I think you would have seen him on the roster earlier anyway. So I think that they'll just kind of write that time off and just give him a belt early on in his run. And then he can have like one-on-one feuds with Kevin Owens, and yeah, it'll be fascinating to see where it goes. Owens or Zayn, whoever wins, even if it is Zack Ryder, who I don't hate, but probably looks like the most out of place in this match. Whoever it is, I just hope they hold this title till SummerSlam at least, and just have a really, really good run with it. Just like what Cena did with the US title. All comers, you know, challenge it out, have some fantastic matches, build yourself up, and lose it when the time is right. So whoever wins, I just hope they hold on to it. Next, we've got the Divas match. We've got Charlotte, Sasha, Becky. I think they will go Becky. She's worked her socks off. She really has. I wasn't sure if she was ready when she got called up. WWE had more faith in her, and they might repay that faith now. And especially as she's been cheated time after time after time by Ric Flair and Charlotte. So maybe this is her crowning moment. If she wins, fine. But again, I'll be looking for Charlotte to win. I think Charlotte can explore her heel character more. And I think heel certainly suits her better than face does. So I'll be kind of rooting for Charlotte. If Becky wins it, that's absolutely fine. If Sasha wins it, Sasha's probably the one I want to see win it the most, but not now. It's too soon. She's only just got out of Team Bad, and you know, she can't win it this early. She's got to work for it, and then when she does win it, it'll just be so much sweeter. So Becky or Charlotte for me. I'd like Charlotte to retain, but if Becky wins, that's cool. Next one, Brock Lesnar against Dean Ambrose in a street fight. Pretty easy, this one. Dean Ambrose. He needs a big victory, and I think this could be it. This could really launch him into that main event picture again. He's kind of in that picture anyway, but I think whoever wins this could legitimately call themselves the #1 contender, and I would love to see Ambrose go one-on-one with either Triple H again or Roman Reigns. I just hope that Ambrose could emerge the victor at some point this year and actually have a title run, but we'll have to see. But yeah, for me, no-brainer, Dean Ambrose. Right, now we're getting to the serious stuff. Shane against Undertaker. What I will say on this is I don't think that you'll get the change that you want if Shane wins. They're not going to fire the writers. Vince will always have the final say. The show might change a little bit cosmetically. They might take away like the authority promos. They might do less recaps or something. But you're still going to have questionable storylines and all that kind of stuff because it's still going to be the same systems behind the scenes. So for that being said, do I want to see Shane beat The Undertaker, a man that has given me years and years of pleasure watching him? No, I don't. That's why I want The Undertaker to win. I'll be supporting The Undertaker in this. I think Shane wins. Doesn't make much sense WWE saying that their product's, been a little bit off and that Shane's going to bring change if he wins. But equally, if Shane wins, that means that's it for The Undertaker. And I would hate to think this is his last match. It could be, couldn't it? Think about it. It's Texas. It could be his last match. I'm not sure because it felt like that, The Undertaker has to retire. I kind of felt like it was thrown in to make the match a bit more engaging. It's tough because they could do several things. One of the things I was thinking they could do is that Shane could be winning, right? Undertaker is, trying to fight back. Vince jumps in, makes it 2-on-1. There's no DQ. So, Shane then is about to lose. Sting comes out, equals up the numbers. Again, no DQ. And Sting helps Shane win. Sting then pleads with Shane, give me the match that I'm after. Give me the match I'm desperate for. I want Undertaker at WrestleMania 33. Shane grants it. That is when both Sting and Undertaker retire. So they can both go off on a high. This defeat won't matter because we'll have next year to look forward to. The storylines all make sense. Undertaker will have lost to the hands of Shane and Sting, so it won't be as hard to swallow. This is how I would book this match, and this is kind of what I'm hoping they'll do, but we'll have to see. There's rumours that Goldberg is sniffing around. I've heard that he's been at Access. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I just hope he does not get involved in this. I just hope he's there to sit at ringside, to tell the truth. But I think they'll go Shane. I want them to go Undertaker. Or do what I just recommended. That would be my favourite outcome. And then that brings us to the main event. This will be the main event because it's had the most build. Triple H against Roman Reigns. Reigns is going to win. Unless they're going to pull off one of the major swerves and have Triple H retain. But I think that everything has been built into this. I think that Roman's going to win. They're not going to want WrestleMania to finish on a load of boos. I think that Roman's going to be in for the fight of his life. And I think that Seth is going to come out. Seth will come out and after Roman has won, I think he'll beat him down. I think he'll grab the belt. And I think that Seth, for the second year in a row, is going to hold that belt aloft. He won't be the champion this time. Reigns will be. But I think it's just a little reminder just to say, I never lost this. In fact, he could even go off with it, claiming that it still is. And then you could have Roman Reigns have his version of the title. You could have Seth with his version of the title. And then you could have champion versus champion going forward. Yes, please. So if you're not following me on Twitter, you can find me at Wrestling Days UK. And if you're not subscribed to this, again, it'd be great if you did/were. Because I've got loads more videos still to come, including obviously the review of WrestleMania, and then we're building towards what is always the best Raw of the year. And then obviously we're going to have the whole fallout of all of that, so still loads to come, still absolutely loads to come. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, it'd be wicked if you did. Cool, thanks a lot for watching, hope to see you again in the future, and as always, really do appreciate it. Bye for now.